Hello, welcome to you as well. And now we can start our tour of teachers with Janne from this room.
Yes, hello, I'm chef teacher from Omnia, and I'm responsible of next week workshop, and then we are going to talk about personal branding and marketing in social media and that kind of things. And I hope that before next week you all put some kind of introduction of you to the closed Facebook pages, because it would be nice to know who you are, and just like a picture of you and age and name and what keeps you going, like a type of thing that I can do a little bit personalization with my teaching. See you in next week.
Great. Okay, and just a minute, and then we can move on. So let's go in the same order as we have the online sessions planned. So Janne will take the place of the host next week, and then after that we have Vamia's turn. So Hermanni and Sami, would you like to turn your cameras on and introduce yourselves to the other students and teachers as well?
Okay, hello, my name is Sami Syväoja from Vaasa, Vamia, and my students are also here today, and we're gonna have a lot of information about these things for the days, and then we're starting fully going forward with these things. We're gonna have our own meetings also, like Mika said, and then I hope to see you there all soon. Thank you.
Thanks. And Hermanni?
Yes, hello. My name is Hermanni Kauranen. I'm working with Sami, and it's going to be this local food and planning menus is our part just after the social media. So looking forward to meet you all. We did it once, but now it's a little bit modified, and then we are going to do it again.
Yeah, great.
Like
do you have
Britney Spears said.
Do you have a camera that you could just show a glimpse of your face to the students?
It's not visible?
No.
I see my face.
Well, that's good.
In Teams.
But we don't.
And I see Hermanni also.
Yeah. Hopefully others do as well, but because I don't.
All my students also see you, Hermanni.
I was gone for a while because I had wrong camera settings, but now I changed.
Okay. There's a lot of echoing going on here. Okay, now it stopped. Great. From Vamia, we move on to. Okay, there is a problem with Tartu with the camera, but next up we have Morris from MTU Ireland. Morris, are you online?
Good morning, everybody. Okay, good to see. I hope you can see me. Glad to meet your acquaintance, and looking forward to working with you in sustainable gastronomy. So we'll, in that module, we'll give you a background into how to think maybe more sustainably and think about climate change when you're designing menus and dishes and stuff like that. So looking forward to working with you over the program.
Great, thank you very much, Morris. And moving on to Estonia and Secret. Unfortunately, we can't see you, but at least hopefully we can hear you.
Yes, hopefully you can hear me. You can nod if you can. Sorry, we had the IT department here, and it turned out there's some a software issue with the camera at the moment. We are not going to spend time on that, but we will be looking at you and listening to you. We are in the conference hall with our students and our teachers. And to introduce us to then the other participants, you can have a look at the Cooking for the Future webpage, where you can see a short introduction of myself. I am the project manager, and Markus Pärn, who will be conducting the lesson for plant-based diet, plant-based food. And he is currently helping out in the kitchens, so joining us next week when we will have definitely the camera working as well.
Great. Thank you very much, Sigrid. And then last but not least, we have our Spanish or Basque partners. So Josu, go ahead.
Hello all, this is Josu Birichinaga. I'm culinary arts teacher from Leioa Vocational Training College. This school is close to Bilbao. And sorry for the sound because it seems I am in the Battle of San Quentin, but not. We are at the kitchen giving practical lessons. And I will be the responsible of teaching online the module called Traditional and Professional Cooking Skills with Modern Technologies, okay? So
Great.
it will be divided in different parts: knife skills, group working skills, mise en place skills, okay? And it will be 14th of April, okay? Starting at 10 o'clock, and we will end up at 1 post-meridian, 1 o'clock, okay, with a short break. Okay, so it will be for me a really, really exciting experience for sure. I hope for you as well. Okay, and I would like you to feel as comfortable and as good as possible to ask questions and to learn as much as possible. Okay, it has to be a sharing experience for all, and I hope we will enjoy a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great, and. We also have some other members here. So Sergio, also from Icaslan, from Basque Country. Hello to you as well. Your microphone is muted. I can't hear you.
I have got problem with my connection. Well, Joshua is in the classroom, so maybe he must let us. No, Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua.
Yes, Sergio.
Are you busy? No, now you must attend in your students.
Yes. I am at the kitchen. Yes, we are.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a cook. I'm just a coordinator of international projects, so I cannot say so much, okay, to the students, okay?
Yeah.
Just
okay.
as Joseph say, I think this is a nice challenge. Let's see what's happened, okay? Thank you so much for attending the lesson. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thanks. And we also have 2 other students here in our premises. So we have Vera and Lucas, who are taking care of the IT part of the meeting, making sure that everything hopefully runs smoothly. Things have not been so smooth here this morning. We have had several, I wouldn't say difficulties, but challenges to have everything running up smoothly and hopefully also very fluently, but let's see how it goes. And we are recording this session, as we are going to record all the others as well. And so later on, there's the possibility to actually go through these things again, what we have gone through today. And my name is Mika Heino. And yeah, see you, Josu. Thank you. So my name is Mika Heino. I'm the coordinator of this project, and we'll be taking you through this day, and then next week and the weeks after that, you will be in the hands of our very capable teachers from different schools. I will very shortly share the agenda or the timetable for today. Let's see if I can find it here. So hopefully you can see it. I will just make it a bit bigger so that you hopefully see it better this way. So introductions we made already. Presentation of the upcoming, well, here it says pop-up competition event, that of course as well, but also the online sessions that we are going to have first before the actual event itself. Now, the second part, the participants, we went through that already. And then, well, here are the introductions for the modules. Let's see how this goes. I have a very, very long presentation for you today, but hopefully you can manage to actually go through my monologue without falling asleep this morning. We are going to have a small break. I don't know yet at what time, but let's see how these things progress. So we are going to talk about the modules. We are going to talk about Facebook. We have this closed Facebook group. Some of you I have already get friends with in Facebook, because I need to have you all as my friends first before I can add you to this particular group. And that's why I have sent you these invitations, and some of you have sent me invitations. So let's see how this has progressed so far. And then we are also going to share a few words about the actual evaluation, both of the online sessions and the event that's going to take place at the end of April. So that's the agenda for today. So let's see how we manage to do with that. So I will start off now with the actual presentation. Like I said, I have a very long presentation for you today, and hopefully this is the right one. Yes, I will just put it on this presentation mode. So let's move ahead. So here you can see all the partners in this project. So Omnia, where we are at the moment, well, me and Janne, and we have these two lovely students here. We are the leader of this project. And then we have Munster Technological University from Ireland. We have Tartu Kutseharjoituskeskus from Estonia, Bamia from Vaasa, Finland, and Ikaslan from Basque Country, Spain. And I'm going to share with you some details about the upcoming online sessions and the pop-up competition event and students' framework and timetable. Before we go here any further, I would just like to say a few words. If you have any questions during the presentation, please write your questions in the chat box or this chat section, because otherwise it might be that, because if you are raising your hand, I can't see them. So please use the chat box, and then hopefully my assistants here, Lukas and Vera, can then tell me if there are some questions online, and I can try to answer them as soon as I get them read to me. Okay. And also, you have all your microphones off. I can hear that because I can't hear any echoing and any other kind of noises. So that's good. And please remember to keep the microphones muted unless you want to actually ask something. So the actual priority of this whole thing that we are doing at the moment, this pop-up event, is we are trying to make skills and qualifications more visible and more comparable in the whole Europe. And for this, we have joined forces with vocational colleges and also companies from the hotel, restaurant, and catering industry. And this is something that we have done for approximately 2 years, and we still have a few months left to go, and then we will see how we manage with our goals. The learning outcomes that we have sort of foreseen for this particular module, meaning this pop-up competition event, are that the student should be able to create a business plan, create social media platform, for example, a blog, a Facebook page, or a Facebook group, or something similar, or maybe an Instagram account, or maybe a combination of these above mentioned. Also create a logo for the business, in this case, this pop-up event, and also develop sort of an advertisement campaign for the pop-up event as well. Advertisement of this marketing campaign actually should take place in social media. Design a menu. This is something that you will hear more about in the third session from Hermanni and Sami. Also understand the concept of sustainability in gastronomy. Also understand the value of plant-based diets, and to utilize both traditional and modern cooking methods, and also take part in a pop-up event itself. Flipped classroom is sort of a method that we are using in this, or this is like an approach that we are using in this module. So we have always some kind of free tasks for the students. So there's something to do before the online lessons. Then you have the online lessons, you are attending them, you are creating your materials during the sessions, and also learning hopefully new things there as well. And then after the lessons, you also work actively individually and also in these teams that you have created to get more information on certain things and certain issues. And then the timetable for the online sessions, this is hopefully already quite, what's the right word? Now I lost the word, but hopefully you already know these things that I'm going to tell you now next. So today we have this introduction session, and then next week, Omnia or Janne here will host this personal branding and marketing session, after which you will be at the capable hands of Vamia's teachers, Sami and Hermanni, for the local food and creating menus session. And that will be followed by Morris and MTU on sustainable gastronomy. And then Sigrid and Markus from Tartu Kutseharjoituskeskus from Estonia are talking about plant-based diets. And then finally, Josu from Leijoa School from Ikaslan, Basque Country, is talking about these traditional and professional cooking skills with modern technology. The sessions always start at 10 Central European time, so that's 11 in Estonia and Finland, where we have our students who are actually participating. And for Morris, it's 9 o'clock in Ireland, the starting time. Well, here are still the same things that you just saw in the previous slide. Just to remind you that this first session is now 2 hours, and the actual content sessions will last for 3 hours. And then the pop-up competition event will take place from the 27th until the 29th of April. So that the 2 first days will be so that you are just working together in your own team, making sure that everything gets recorded so that you have video material, photos, and different kinds of documents from these 2 days, because on the evaluation day, these 2, preparation day and actual event day, will be evaluated by the other teams, so that they need to have this evidence that you create during this preparation and the event, because the evaluation will be made according to this material. The evaluation day will take place online again, so that's the 7th online session for you. We have estimated that it will take or start at 9 o'clock Central European time and last until 1 o'clock, but let's see how that actually goes. We still have quite a lot of time to go before that day is upon us. Next, we have the learning outcomes for the actual modules for the online sessions, and first we have, for some of the sessions, we have the so-called pre-tasks for the students. Some are still waiting for the teachers to write down the pre-tasks that the students need to do before the actual session takes place. But this is actually for today. Students get acquainted with the platform, which is this closed Facebook group, and at the same time introduce themselves to the other student groups. And this is now something that you need to do before the next week's session. So I have most of your Facebook names or these Facebook usernames, so that I can invite you as friends, and then also add you to this group, and then you have to accept my invitation to this particular group. And then you can, in that group, you have to introduce yourselves, so that you hopefully have a small or short video presentation of yourself. You can just use your mobile phones and make a very, very short presentation. And you can also write a few words about yourselves. I will make these threads for this, how are they called in English? In Finnish, it's keskustelu, but it's like this, well, it's a thread that I will make for each team, so that you can then upload your presentations to this thread. And also, you should create your own CVs in English, either using the Europass or LinkedIn as a template before the next week's online session takes place. And also start your own professional blogs. I know that some of you probably already have them, but those who don't, you should start before the 10th of March. And information on how to do this, if you don't know and you haven't done that before, will be uploaded to this Facebook group, so that you can find the information and the advice there. So next week is the start of the actual content sessions, personal branding and marketing as a part of the event. This is now the basis for everything else. So Janne will share at least some of the things that are mentioned here. Some are things that you have to do on your own, but you will get material to help you in creating this all material. So we are talking here about this, like I mentioned, this professional blog, a video resume, a video presentation of yourself, taking part in a professional competition or event, demonstrate international competencies mentioned here, also create a social media account if you don't already have one, for example, in Instagram or whatever you choose. Also know how to live stream, for example, in YouTube, what it means and how to do it. And also use social media as a tool in a professional context. For example, how to utilize Facebook pages, for example, as a sort of a promotional possibility for your business. And here what you have to do before next week. So start your professional blog and also make your introduction video before the 10th of March. And like I said, these, especially the videos, they go to this Facebook group. But you can also link your professional blog then to the same Facebook group so that the others can also access your blog so that they can see what you are doing and then use that as an evaluation material for the actual evaluation then taking place at the end of April. The third session, the second actual content session, is about local food, creating menus. Here the learning outcomes are present the locality in one's food making, contact and cooperate with local producers, show knowledge of raw materials and skills to handle raw materials and competence to use raw materials. Create a unique and innovative dining experience, including menu development and plating. And here the pre-tasks are to be confirmed, but you will get them by latest on the next, just after next week's session. Then we have sustainable gastronomy as a part of the events, and here the learning outcomes are to create healthy food choices. For example, what is a healthy eating plate? Understand climate changes, for example, how to eat environmentally friendly, and to be able to explain environmental indicators. For example, what means carbon footprint, what is water footprint, green gas emissions, ecological footprint, and so on. And here, pre-tasks, check local suppliers and check ingredients required. You will get this list of ingredients later on. Assess seasonal food products and locally sourced products and or products or ingredients where possible. So this is you will get some more information about this then after the third session. Then what that was handling this local food. Then we have next one is plant-based diet, and here the learning outcomes are to understand what is meant by healthy food choices, to understand and appreciate nature as a part of food making and as a source of or source for raw materials. So again, the respect of local products. Be aware of food trends or trends in food. To compare past and present food trends to see what kind of trends are upcoming and what have already sort of gone past. Here, some pre-tasks, research national nutritional recommendations and also make a blog post about these particular issues. And you will again get more information for this after the previous online session. And then the last traditional professional cooking skills with modern technologies. Here the learning outcomes are knife skills, most common cutting techniques, group working skills, mise en place skills, setting up, service, cleanup, and so on. Nature as a part of food making, and again, respect of local products. So this is like sort of a ongoing theme on all of these these modules, this respect of locality. Also present cooking techniques combined with past and future skills, and use different methods to prepare components for plated dishes or menus. And 3 tasks to be confirmed and before the previous, or after the previous online session. Then we have the actual competition event, but before we go here, I would like to hear if there is something that you'd like to ask or comment on these online sessions that I just went through with very quick pace. Is there something that you feel that is not clear, or is there something that you would like to comment or ask? Anything? Don't be shy, just say out loud if there's something you'd like to ask. Nothing in the chat? No? Okay, moving on. So, pop-up competition event. Here the timetable, a few words about the evaluation and the judging part here. Let's see, now there's something going on. Okay, so the timetable. Like I said, starting on the 27th of April, I have put here, let's say, an approximate timetable. So probably will take from, let's say, 9 till 2 Central European time or something like that. The first day is for planning, for making mise en place, and for, let's say, different kinds of preparations for the actual event day. The second day is then the actual event, and here you will have to make some kind of preparations as well. Again, not just on the first day, but also on the second day. You need to set up the actual venue for the event. You have to make different kinds of preparations also in the venue once you are there, so that the event itself goes very smoothly, and that you have all the materials ready and at hand, so that you don't have to go searching for something that you have misplaced or forgotten or so on. And then there's the actual pop-up event, and also, of course, the after work, the cleaning up and putting everything in place, and so on and so on. And here, approximately 9 till 3 Central European time or something like that. Just remember that these 2 days, they are not online, but you will have to make these different kinds of material for the actual evaluation and assessment, so that you have to make these video recordings, you have to make or take a lot of pictures, make different kinds of documents, so that the other teams can then evaluate your performance according to these materials. Then we have the third day, which is the assessment or the evaluation. And here other teams then evaluate their competitors based on the existing video material, existing photos, and also the so-called social media presence. So each team has to make posts in Facebook or their own blogs about their, let's say, their progress, starting from, well, today and going on all the way until the 28th of April. So whatever you are learning during the online sessions, well, not today, but starting from next week, you have to take into use in your blogs and in your own work when preparing for the event that takes place then in April. So next week you will hear something about the how to use social media as a marketing device for your events, how to utilize different kinds of social media applications, how to use different kinds of approaches, and then the third session will teach you how to. First of all, you will get some idea about what you are going to do, going to make for the event, what kind of dishes, what kind of food you will need to make, what kind of raw materials you will be using, and so on and so on. And also about the menu planning and so on. And gradually you get more and more information from these online sessions. And then finally you have, hopefully, all the, let's say, material ready so that you can actually make your own dishes and your own things for the event then at the end of April. And all this you also need to record on your own blog so that the others can then sort of follow your path to this actual event. And also on the same day, on the 29th of April, we will then declare the winner of this event, this competition event, because there is this part of competing with others in this event itself. Not too serious, but still enough to make you, feel that you have to give your best to this thing. So the judging and evaluation. This is now of the event. There will be 2 groups of judges. Originally, we were planning to have 3, but as we have this thing called COVID-19, we can't be sure that we actually have enough customers to evaluate the dishes that you have made. So now we are just focusing on these 2 different approaches. So we have the so-called secret evaluator. The schools that take part in this event will, actually the teachers will decide who is going to be this secret evaluator. So you might not know who the one evaluating your performance is, but the teachers know. So they are the ones who are evaluating the actual process of cooking and how the final dish looks like and tastes like. And also they will be judging the cleanliness and the tidiness of your workstation at the end of the competition or at the end of the event when you are preparing. And for this, we need to have all these video recordings so that we know how your performance in the kitchen actually goes, so that there is no messing around, that the things that you do are done very precisely and as cleanly as possible. And the other groups then make evaluation about the overall techniques used during the competition and also all the social media performance and the presence that you have done so far. So 2 different kinds of approaches, and here also the aspects that are being evaluated. So this so-called secret evaluator has 5 different approaches or aspects that he or she will be looking at. So there's the personal and workplace hygiene, proper use of products, taste, presentation of the dish, and also creativity shown in the presentation, so that it's not just 2 potatoes on the plate and that's it, but there's something maybe a bit more done there.
3 potatoes.
Yeah, or 2.5. Yeah. The other groups, they have 4 aspects to evaluate. So there's the group organization skills. There's the visual appeal of the dish, because they can't taste your dish, but they can see what it looks like. Again, the creativity shown in the presentation, and also the use of social media. And going back to this secret evaluator, this is like a sort of a traditional assessment. So giving points from 1 to 10. 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest score. And as there are 5 aspects here, so the maximum score could be 50 points. Other groups, you don't give points to the other groups, but you place them in order. Now that we have, it's sort of funny that we have 3 groups that are competing. So you actually put the other teams in order 1 or 2. So that there's the first team and there's the second team. You don't evaluate yourselves here, but you just place the others in order. So the better one is the first one, of course, and the second one is then not so great. And overall evaluation then. So the scores and the placements will be put together, and then the overall score then shows the winner. And we will publish these on the 29th of April during the last online session. And the winning team will be awarded with a gift card. So there is a prize actually to win in this event, or this competition event. So there's a gift card to a not yet named restaurant in the winning team's neighborhood. For example, here in Omnia, it might be a restaurant either here in Espoo or in Helsinki, in Vaasa, well, somewhere around Vaasa area, and in Tartu, it's most likely going to be a restaurant in Tartu area. The organization whose team wins gets to choose this restaurant, so they actually purchase this gift card. The amount on the gift card will be 80 euros per person times the amount of team members in that particular team. So for two member team, that will be 160 euros, and for a 4-person team, that will be 320 euros. And well, there's also the how to choose the restaurant. Well, this is something that our teachers then take care of. So the restaurant follows the guidelines of the project. So we have the sustainability issues, use of plant-based ingredients, innovative use of both traditional and modern methods and equipment, and so on. So this is something that the teachers will then take care of. And it didn't even take an hour for me to go through all 30 slides. So I'm just trying to get the presentation mode off. If I can just find my mouse here. So this one should be, no, this one. This way. Okay. I hope I have still some audience here that are awake and not too sleepy. It's now 10 to 12. I think we will take a 10-minute break now. At least I have to get something to drink because my throat is feeling very, very dry after speaking for 1 hour. And we will get back at noon, so 12 o'clock in Finland and in Estonia. And for the others, I will let you go. So if we still have Maurice and Sergio, so you don't have to come back after this break, but if you want, you can join us at 12. No, sorry, your time, Sergio. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
yes, it's 11. Yes, 10
yeah.
to 11.
Yeah. So like I said, the rest of this presentation or this session will be just for the students. So there's no need for you to actually come back. Of course, you can stay if you like, but like I said, it's not necessary.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mika.
Thanks.
Good job.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. And for the others, so 10 minutes break now. So and we'll be back online at 12 o'clock. Thank you.